It stands.
Why would I explain to someone who doesn't know how to count?
What?
You built a tunnel and forgot to light it up.
What are we on about?
Where's the base,
There's
guys?
so many things happening. Okay, starting my captions.
Still at the
cool.
village.
Joining world.
Do your
Whoa.
captions like tag out certain words by chance?
I think, I
Because there could
here's
be a
the
really
thing.
funny screenshot. I'm
no,
just saying.
they do, and also let's not say anything bad. I don't feel dangerous giving you that information. Let's not say anything.
I would never say anything crazy.
I'm
actually a very, what's the word? I don't speak English isn't my first language.
Guys, where do I go for base? I asked for that already.
Where are you?
Well, I was at the village.
Oh my
Don't
god,
ask-
this again.
Okay,
I asked
well,
where base was. Why'd you ask where I was?
well, because I'm
Tell
at
me
the
the
village as
coordinates.
well, and I am gonna try to get us back
Thank
home.
you, Ben.
Oh right, the tree of stealth. I'd forgotten.
Or he can just,
Tree of
know, ignore me and head on his way. What am I?
Was someone talking to
the
me?
coordinates.
No, Houston was like, oh, I'm just gonna follow the coordinates home. Meanwhile, I also have a horse, and I was just gonna, let us go together, but I guess not.
No. I need
Yeah.
bone meal. I have bones. Good.
Okay, so that way,
This is precisely what I required.
and then
Das is good, game. Das is good.
Hi.
no, that way. Hello? Who else is at the village with me? Or is anybody?
I thought Houston was. I'm at base.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm close to base now. But
Spencer, where are you?
Oh, I'm
yeah, I'm
mining.
back at my area.
Okay.
Technically.
Why is my computer chugging? Ugh, the screen
that the case?
kind of freaking my eyes out.
Oh my god, I'm gonna need to fix this.
The movement of the horse is kind of...
Why
have you
are
turned
there
off head
so
bobbing?
many-
Because you probably should.
Ben, have you seen the cow pen?
Especially like you should.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
mean, I'm
you have
aware of
motion
it, I haven't
sickness
seen it
problems in
recently.
games, and I have it turned
'Cause
off
we have
even without
Yeah.
that.
an issue up here.
Like the game is
Yes.
low-key just better without head bobbing.
Where is view bobbing? No. Apply. Done. See, I thought head
They,
bobbing was the player, not the horse.
They got struck by lightning.
It is the player, but I
To actually get struck by lightning.
I
think
don't know what the
it might not
problem is
affect the
here.
horse.
I
What'd you say?
cannot get through this gap, and there's nothing standing in the horse's way. I don't know what's
What'd you say,
happening.
Ben?
They did not get struck by lightning.
And how'd you
There's
get
a lot
so
of
many
turbo
mushrooms?
yappers in the chat in the Discord today, huh? No one stops talking, including me. That's crazy.
I can't see.
Every second, someone else was trying to figure out what someone else was trying to say.
I think it would be
I remember
better
the
to
good
go
old
up.
days. I had that like weird thing where I refused to play with parties of more than 4. I should go back to that on God.
Okay,
Okay,
this is still a party of 4.
I
That
thought
doesn't
playing
change
an
anything.
F5 might help, but no. It's just flashbanging me. I don't know where I am. I'm gonna have to turn the texture off. I can't see. Disabled, apply, and then done. Resource packs.
That's why it looks backwards. There
That
we go.
one. Good lord. Okay. Now can I see what the... I don't see what the problem is. Okay.
What are we struggling with? What's happening?
Can horses not go through a 1-block gap?
They can't.
Ugh. I would not have gotten a horse if I knew that.
They can't in real life either.
I
Actually,
feel like they
if they're
would be
smart,
able
they
to.
can. There's people who just have horses living in the house. Just normal houses.
Like, I'm
Those
trying
are
to
not-
pass over a mountain that is wooded, and I can't because this horse will not. Oh, and it's gonna die. Okay, where is the base? Where even am I?
First of all, those are almost always
There we go.
ponies, or like a really small pony specifically. Not full-size stallions in the house, bro. Did you wait? Then hold on. When you say people have horse in their house, do you think people actually have like full-sized horses in the living room, like full
I've seen
time?
no, I have seen
I'm
videos,
going to
but
get you a picture.
I have to be
And those
fair.
are for jokes, bro. Those are exclusively for jokes.
I will say
No,
some of it
seriously,
is
there's a
not jokes, and it's because people will bring their horses inside during storms and just like have a
Oh,
full
well,
size
there's that.
horse.
Yeah,
in
you
the...
don't want your horse to like freeze or anything
But
like
also,
that. But
like, some people do, and it's just people will be like, hey, why are you living like this? And they're like, I don't know, man. I like it. I like my horse inside. And it's just
yeah,
like,
but
what are you
normally
gonna
it's
do
not a
about that?
full size like it's normally like some
Not-
like
not
variety of
normally,
pony.
but there are people who it is.
Do I have to get this horse across ocean?
Nah, bro, actually, source.
It's-
Source, bro.
It's a river, Liv.
No, it's not.
I'm
Where did
tweaking.
you
Where was
go?
I going?
Where?
Oh, yes, of course.
No, I'm going
I've
the right
forgotten
way.
momentarily.
It just... Okay, so if I go...
Isn't
Yeah,
it
I do
crazy?
have to
There
go
was
that
a
way.
I think either a king or a pharaoh one time that had so much gold, he gave a bunch of gold to people, but then it deflated the value of gold, so he had to buy back his gold. Isn't it crazy that someone did that in the past?
I think I have heard of that, but I don't
Wait,
know
What a
what the thing
goofball,
about it
bro.
is.
Why would he do that? He had so much gold and he
Okay.
was like, you know what a good idea would be? Give away free valuables
I
to
was
crash the
I was wrong
to
about the
crash the
direction I
economy.
had to go. I did go in the right way in the end, though.
Oh, is that a
Not on
shovel?
purpose, though.
That is a shovel with 8 durability. Not
Heyo.
really what I was looking for.
Oh.
Now I gotta get
Hey.
my horse down this thing without it dying.
I have a bunch of scrap tools if you need them.
Please no. I don't know.
No shovels though.
I want not to do with what you've touched.
Do we have
Why
like
is that?
leads or...
Do I not know how to make a stone shovel suddenly? Oh, because it's. Do you really need cobblestone?
Right.
Whoa, the server was lagging. That's why. I lied.
That's why I couldn't get off the horse. Where
That is
is lead?
Have fun with that, honestly.
We don't have another lead, you're telling me?
I have 6 leads in my chest.
Thanks. I mean, I might... What is wrong with my horse? Why he walking like that? What? Look at my horse! Why is it doing that? It's walking like a human.
What?
Do you see it walking like a human? Oh, now it's not.
Are you?
Please lay off the fentanyl. Like, I mean this so
Yeah.
respectfully. Like,
I'm not crazy. It was walking on its hind legs from the fence post over here all the way to the house.
No, you
your
are
crack
crazy.
cocaine addiction is a genuine problem. I think you need to
Yeah.
take a break.
I want Spencer here.
I have proof. Can I
Yeah,
have a
except-
lead?
Except I just didn't see that, so
I'm on
either
I'm on
you're
Twitch. How do I
drunk
clip?
or
How do I do that
I'm
thing?
I,
Wait, there's the button.
Chat,
Drugs.
clip that. Chat.
Chat,
clip
clip
that.
that.
drunk. Clip that. Clip that, chat.
The horses are gonna explode. I'm gonna build a fence. I mean, that
Well,
won't prevent them from being exploded,
don't-
but...
Never mind. No, never mind. It's cool. I don't actually want to know.
Oh, why
I
is
prefer my
Twitch's
ignorant
like
bliss.
this?
Thank you.
clipping
Yeah.
tool so bad?
Chat, why is this clipping tool so bad? Bro.
No, I just... Oh my god, okay.
Oh, you weren't lying. It was on all fours. Well, all twos.
It was
Finally.
just walking for a good distance, and I don't...
That's not how horses work, though.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't.
That's
I
not
d-
how horses work. Perceptive, Houston. Very good job. You always have something valuable to add to the conversation. I hope you know that.
Yep, I know.
this does not have to be where we permanently keep the horses, but I am putting them in here for a moment to protect from things and stuff and things.
As boy U0 has joined
No,
the
stay
party.
in the thing. Stay in the... Thank you for following me. Please let me off the horse. It's doing the thing again. It's walking on legs. Okay, and now it's not.
You just have like a weird texture pack on or something. 'Cause
No,
I feel like
don't. Actually, I took it off to get the horse home because I was having trouble seeing. I hear a baby zombie. Oh, it's in a boat. What? Oh, it's you. You killed it. I was really confused for a second what killed it. I was like, did the boat do that? Alright,
Put
leaves.
spikes in the boat.
So many leaves. Saplings. Oh, we've got gold armor, dude. There you go.
Ah.
Oh, wait, is that my horse? Yeah. Is it?
Mine's the spotted one, I think.
I need to, like, name tag this guy. I don't actually... Can I not see the inventory? May I see the inside? How do I
Gotta press
see?
E.
E? No, E.
I just think
There
it
we go.
magically turned into one. Am I?
Yeah, that's mine. Mine's the one with the white marks.
There's something
Okay.
wrong with my mind. There's something wrong with it.
Someone did definitely follow me, and... Yeah, okay. I didn't miss any chats or anything. They're just here silently. Which is absolutely fine.
You're a lot, honestly. No, that's so much better than I could say for some people.
What do you mean?
What?
Why do you
What do I mean?
Why do you prefer not having chat?
I don't.
Oh.
No one said that.
Well, what do you mean?
You're crazy. You're a crazy person.
I'm
There's
just
something wrong with
being-
you.
No, I was doing phantom things.
I was trying to. Oh, you keep distracting me. This is your fault. What am I doing?
Come here.
Ah, of course. The torches that I didn't need to do that
Please, I
for.
want
Oh, for the
membranes.
sticks. I did not need to.
Okay. No more membrane for me.
There we go. Very good. Very good. Yes. I only
What do
needed
I
2
even
stacks
need
of
to do?
torches.
I got a horse. I have a house. The next step is, I don't know, beat the game. What do
You could beat the game.
You
gonna
kids have
put
fun. I have more important things to do.
I'm gonna put my texture packs back on. Yay! And then video shader. That one.
2-block head hitters, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yay!
It's definitely possible.
Okay. Back into my house. Oh, I forgot about the signs. The things.
What signs?
Houston changed all the signs in my house to label my chests and things to just random words. Not even words.
Uh-oh.
Not really. Oh, blocks. Is that where I'm looking at? What am I looking for? It's making it genuinely... There it is. Making it genuinely hard for me to tell.
Oh, that would look pretty good here.
Tools? Tools?
That's not what I'm trying to say.
Tools, yeah, okay. Good grief. I'll keep sticks with me. This is a nightmare. Blocks. I could go food hunting. That's probably what I'll do. I'm gonna put sticks in here and beds in here. Along with that. Horse armor. Yeah, I guess I'll put it in here. And then bundles. Or... Oh yeah, we got a mending book. Forgot about that.
Das ist gut.
What do I have? 23? Oh, right. I remember now. I guess I'll just put that in here for right now. I don't know where else to put it. And then... Yeah, alright. I'm gonna make food. Whee! Ow.
Oh, that'd be much better than this. Hold on, I'm gonna be a genius.
Oh, the farm has been harvested. And,
My bad.
put one more. What all is planted here? Is it potatoes or carrots?
Carrots,
Okay.
I think. Unless I'm,
I don't know.
unless
I
the,
can't
you
tell.
know. Wait, what's it? Never mind. Fair I said anything. On God. It is carrots, though.
Alright. Go ahead and cook that. Okay, I got one. I guess I could go down and get some coal. I might die. Actually, I think I see coal over there. On me way. Where's that? Copper. Anyone care if I get the coal that's like next to the sugarcane?
Nope, go ahead.
Okay. There's a
That's actually the
stairwell.
property of the US government.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes, like, I like to leave ores out sometimes if they look cool and aesthetic, like right there. Sometimes, I don't know. Why are there stairs leading up from the sugarcane?
They
And-
go to the pathway.
No, on the other side. Like, at the sugarcane bunch, there's just double layered stairs, and I don't know where they go. They don't go to
They go
anything.
Yeah, they do. They go around
Oh,
like the,
wait, I see what
the
you
edge.
mean. It's because I built this
I
big,
just found a
massive
4
freaking
vein-
tree
I just
here,
found
and
a
I forgot about
I
it.
just found a
You good, bro?
6 vein 7.
What?
I just found a 7 vein of exposed diamond.
Where
Underwater?
are you?
No, just in a cave.
Wow.
Nice.
That never happens.
I cannot
Correct.
believe you go mining and don't die, to be honest. I don't know why I get so swamped with mobs that it
It's
turns
just
into a
because-
massacre, but you
I think
don't
it's just
have that.
'cause well, it's not hard, really. It's.
Alright, well,
I think that's the main differentiating thing.
dang.
Fight
So,
back, bro.
I
Fight
mean this-
back.
I mean this
Don't-
in, like,
This is a slaughter.
the nicest way possible. You just suck at the game.
Yeah.
Bro. Bro.
Like, I think
I mean,
that's
he
That's
ain't
so
wrong.
wild.
I have never been good at. Actually, that's not true. I was once good at the game. I was good at the game in like 2013.
You're about to say 8.
No, I was trying to remember what year I started Minecraft, which was like
Back in the good old days.
2012? I think? It was just after villagers were a thing.
That's crazy.
And then I learned PvP, obviously, and I learned, like, mob hitting. It's like, I could do fight, but back then, fight was just spam the click button.
Yeah.
So,
Man, imagine where I'd be if you let me play Minecraft when I was like 3.
Probably
mean?
not much further than where you are now, to be completely honest.
Yeah, but like imagine if I was able to do creative on
Wha-
Minecraft.
oh, like,
I don't. Do you know, like, what a 3-year-old is? Because you might be like, we might be thinking of different things.
Like also,
like, cause, like, stretching your creative ability is all well and good, but you could still do that now, and also a 3-year-old probably doesn't need an Xbox account.
No, a 3-year-old
I'm
needs a
talking about
tablet.
using your
And also a
Minecraft
lot of
account.
sugar. That's the ideal 3-year-old experience.
tablet.
Tablet and yeah, I swear that's like most 3-year-olds these days, bro.
Tablet.
Back in
still
my
good, a lot
day.
Yeah.
a lot of sugar. Recording dispenser.
Listen, I'm just saying.
It's actually sad. Like,
Yeah.
What is?
the iPad thing.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
God.
saw a video of a. It was like I was just scrolling and I saw a video of a. It was from the mother's point of view, and she was sitting there and she was like, "What happens when you take an iPad baby to the circus?" And then she shows like her daughter is like super engaged and enthusiastic, and she's probably like 3 or 4, maybe 5, I don't know. But the toddler is like 2 or 3, and he's just staring at her phone and playing a game, not paying attention at all, and all the comments are like, dude, take it away. Just take the phone away from him. Like,
Yeah, you can.
you're
Here,
at the
you're literally
circus. Leave it at
blasting a
home.
2-year-old. You're literally blasting a 2-year-old with like constant endorphins
Yeah,
and like
They can't be good for
short-term like gratification.
Yeah.
That's not.
It
That's,
cannot be
And
it's
that
not good
will-
for anyone, much less someone whose brain is still forming like
well, see, that's
rapidly.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like, older people can like do that because, and like, it's not good for you, but
and
it's,
be
but you're,
okay.
but you'll be fine. Yeah, and oh, there was a drop there. And
If you
but
develop
babies,
that way,
yeah, if you develop the brain that
It's-
way, your dopamine
it's-
receptors will literally never work, and your concentration will never work, and also your like, the reason that babies playing with toys is so important is because developing fine motor skills to grip items and be able to write is not developed unless they play with toys. And them not playing with toys has led to, I've heard teachers talk about that, it's led to first and second graders who say they can't write for more than 10 seconds before crying, like breaking down in tears because their hands hurt so bad, because their muscles were never developed in their hands because they never played with toys. Like,
But it's so much easier to raise them with an iPad.
which, like,
And that
yeah,
way, when
it
they turn out
is, but
terrible, you can go, the
also,
internet raised them wrong. That's not my
yeah,
fault.
exactly. Like, it is easier in some ways. Like, they'll never cry if you just put a screen in front of them. But also, like, they'll be... Their life will not be good for the rest of
Yeah.
their existence.
you're making the first few years easy to like,
To
ruin
make
them.
the rest of their life...
Also, I feel like that makes it
incredibly bad.
even more difficult to deal with your child, like,
Yeah.
when you actually need something from them.
It definitely does.
Like, like, bro, like if you take them somewhere, for
Honestly,
instance, like
Yeah.
the circus.
I wouldn't be surprised though if in the future. Now, this is probably not going to happen, but like some sort of legislation to prevent children of a certain age from having.
Oh
that
yeah,
much
no,
of
they
it.
don't
Yes, very
actually
much.
care about kids.
Dude,
That's
we
not
weren't
happening.
allowed on
No, no,
like
no.
we
No,
weren't
like-
like even allowed on the computer until we were like 6 or something.
Yeah.
Like,
No, like legal, like sort of thing.
Oh,
oh,
I
like
know.
legal.
Cannot.
That'd be
do
a good
that.
idea.
I'm saying
Like
they
you
don't
cannot
care
do
that
that, and
much.
if you're found of doing that, like that's.
It should
illegal.
low-key be
Child
like,
is still gonna-
obviously not you need to be 21, but it should be somewhat like alcohol, because like it can damage, like if it can
Yeah,
damage
Oh,
a
yeah,
child's
yeah.
mind, bro, certainly we should be careful with it.
Yeah. I doubt that will ever happen. They
Got
they
those
have,
geriatrics.
yeah, they have fought so many battles to, oh, we gotta protect the children from this and that and this and that, but it's never anything worth protecting. Like, we can't protect them from, like, they're anti-vaxxers. They exist. How is that a thing? How is that a concept that makes sense? We just at the point
Well,
that
no,
they
because like
start
needles are
caring
scary,
about
bro. On God, I understand.
at the point
Like,
that they start actually caring about iPad babies, like it damaging their brains, the iPad babies will be in
No, I think what
Congress.
it'll
Like
be.
it'll be years from
think
now
I think
when
what
they've
it'll
run out
be,
of things
right?
to try to. Yeah.
No, I think it'll probably be more so like people like us, probably people who weren't
Yeah.
iPad kids, but are close enough to it to see the damage and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
this isn't good at all. This needs to not happen."
Thing
Right?
is, iPad babies probably won't even remember any childhood. They'll because if you think about it,
Yeah.
scrolling is fun and everything, but then after you're done scrolling, you might be able to recall a few videos that you passed, but like not really all of it. And so I think babies that grew up on it literally probably won't remember much of anything. They'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I gained sentience when I was 10." Like and that's because they're going to school at that point. Like, you know, when they can't have a screen in front of them. Actually, what age do they start going when they're like 5? So, but like, they still probably won't retain anything for a while because of that messed up brain.
hear me out.
Unfortunately.
Maybe we don't use iPads to raise children, and this will be less of a problem.
Wow, that's revolutionary.
Maybe if you
actually.
don't have the patience, time, or energy to like deal with a child,
Don't have a child.
Because like that's like a person, so maybe just like don't deal with it if you
Yeah.
don't want to.
Dude, same vein as this is just off topic but on topic. I don't understand homophobic parents or like ableist parents or like racist like I don't understand parents who have like an issue with other people genuinely because of that very argument. It's like, hey, if you don't like disabled people or don't like gay people or don't like whatever the issue is, then don't have a kid because they might come out that way. Like if you aren't ready for that, maybe don't ever have children.
And get out of the gene pool too.
Yeah, literally. Like the amount of arguments that could be solved by them just not having children is I don't want my kids to do this. Then don't have them. Let people be people. Let them do things that they enjoy.
On God. Speaking of cocaine, I would be a big fan of the government letting me do that.
Dude, there's one.
I enjoy it. Let people do things.
You
On
do
God, let
not.
people
We
do
should
things they
we should
enjoy.
put that on the record. You don't enjoy cocaine.
Nah, it's crazy. It's surprisingly like wild how easy it is to make certain like narcotics.
Yeah.
I'm going to detail on this later.
On God, everyone watch if there is anyone out there, go look up how to make just like a bunch of different
No.
narcotics for me, and then tell me so I don't have to look it up.
No. I will say, this has just made a thought pop into my head. Do you think if an
No,
apocalypse
not
happened?
often.
Okay. And do you think if an apocalypse happened that there would be like street drug like there's already obviously you can go out on the street and buy drugs.
Do you
But
think people would start dealing drugs?
Well,
or
no, okay.
in the apocalypse?
not
No,
what
no,
I'm
no,
getting
no.
at. So you know how if the apocalypse happens, obviously people talk about industries will lose. Like, you know, grocery stores won't have electricity and like dentists won't be a thing necessarily. Like we'll
Damn
lose
those dangerous corpos,
we'll
bro.
lose a lot of stuff.
Imagine
But
this, right?
also-
The zombie
no, hold
apocalypse,
on.
but the cure is hard drugs.
No, what
Dude, I'd never get infected. That's
what
awesome.
I'm gonna get
Never
at
gonna be a point.
is that obviously like people need they don't need cigarettes, but like they crave it to the point that they get violent. And also people need
Dude,
drugs
they'd
for
be
like
the best
surgeries.
ones, though. They'd be the best ones, though. They'd just be getting angry at the zombies.
You're
'Cause they
not
don't
letting
have their
me
cigarettes.
finish, bro.
On
Why
God,
is there-
bro. No, he's making points.
No, what I was
Like,
getting
they'd
at
get angry
was
at the zombies, and
so
then just go
people
after them.
crave cigarettes and they'll like get violent if they don't have them. And same thing with drugs, but also people need
Yes.
drugs for like surgeries and stuff to like make it tolerable to live. And assumably, if a zombie apocalypse happened,
I mean, they
everyone's
didn't in the past.
trying to survive, right? Well, they did need it. They just died from the pain. Is the thing. I'm wondering, would the people that make like pharmaceuticals just like make it on the street out of whatever material they had and go and you just like
Oh,
be like,
that's-
hey, I need morphine. Like, how do people do that? How do you make things? And do you think it would be possible without electricity? Like, how would we survive as a...
Bro,
I mean,
Some
the thing
things
is,
probably not.
on God, how do you make like just grass grow? Hold on, wait, no, never mind. Go on, my bad.
the thing is you can make electricity. Like it's not that difficult to turn a motor around and turn it the other way and charge a battery.
True.
So like, electricity would affect a lot of people, but you could still power things if
I
you knew what you were
wonder,
doing.
like, what things would we just never, ever be able to see again, and what things would be so necessary for us to survive that we would just have
Armadillo
to find a
crocodile
way.
will die.
I mean,
And I
definitely
die
in
with
the
him.
apocalypse.
Like, I imagine painkillers would be a thing that would have to be needed, but, like, then someone has to make it.
Nowadays,
Nah, Loki, we'll just have to go back to those. Have you seen those? Okay, so Have you seen the surgical devices they used to use in like the Middle Ages?
Yeah.
We'll just have to go back to that. On God, they had like
Yeah.
3 different knives for cutting off someone's wrist. It was crazy.
Chainsaws were made for childbirth.
Yep,
Did
that's
everyone
my
in here
favorite
know
fact.
that one?
So it's
Mhm.
just the cutting
Why
off
do none
limbs,
of
but
you have what I need?
what do you
What do
need?
you mean?
I'm not telling you what I need.
Are
But I
you
need it.
I mean,
stealing?
I might have it in one of my secret chests. Cause you know, I expected you to go through my stuff already.
I need to make a secret chest. Cause
No,
what do
it's
you
just it's
need?
not a valuable or anything, so
What do you
there's no
need?
need
I'm
to
getting
hide it.
food. Like, do you need food?
No.
Does grass not grow underground? Because that would become a problem.
I
No, like
don't
no
think it
reason.
does.
No,
Might
it
need
does.
light. Oh, you need water.
Well, what
Of
kind of
course.
grass?
He means the soil.
Like,
The
yeah, like
farmland.
a grass block? I don't think it does.
Oh yeah.
Well,
No, you
actually,
need
Grass
it
blocks will.
can in lush caves.
It can underground and in darkness. It's just he's trying to grow a farm.
No, I'm not. I'm literally just trying to turn a grass block into a block of grass. Or like a dirt block into a block of grass.
It won't, grass doesn't grow, it spreads. So you have to have a grass block touching a dirt block.
And in order to get like the grass, like grassy things, you need to have a grass block to start with.
Yeah, in order to bone
Find
meal
a
it, you
grass.
have to
I was
have...
hoping it would grass mealify, you know what I mean? But
It does not work. I think I
does
do
anyone
have a
have a
grass
silk
block.
touch pickaxe?
I have a grass
Uh,
block.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say I think
slide.
I have a grass block as well.
On
I
God,
think
slide.
an Enderman dropped it at one point.
Or you could just make a
still...
dirt staircase down to your thing, and then the grass will eventually spread onto that.
Yeah, you
Well,
might have to,
you'll have,
actually,
like-
because I don't see
There'll be a
it.
skeleton by then.
Is it in here? No, I don't have it. I thought I
Bro, you lied to me.
Mine is also missing.
Oh my God,
Oh,
you
well,
all let me down.
in that case, did someone
My
take
hopes.
our grass blocks by chance? Perhaps the one searching through our chests?
I
No,
don't think Houston has
I
any
don't
need for
even-
grass blocks. He's probably
I
looking for
don't
something
need-
more.
More
Does
what?
like, bro, do we not have any like silk touch pickaxe then?
I mean, I've got an enchanting
don't.
table if you want.
I don't think I'm gonna get silk touch though, to be honest. I'll
You
try.
can. How many
Yeah, I know
levels
I
do you
can,
have?
but like 19 whole levels.
I'm gonna grab a snack
Good night.
real quick. And look at the really awesome sunset from inside my house. You guys just keep talking.
The sun's setting inside,
I'm looking out a window.
so outside. I didn't grab right. Oh, there's moss. I bet I could grow it off moss.
No.
Yes, you can grow. You can't grow like a grass block, but you can grow a
Like the weeds and stuff. I just literally need the weeds. That's all I need. And perhaps a few poppies for flavor.
Come on, game. Let me find the item I need. I need the scheme. It'd be so funny to get this item.
What?
I don't want to say what it is. It'll ruin my scheme.
On God it will, Houston.
My house is so pretty at night. I'm just looking out. One window has this beautiful, like, aurora borealis over the mountains and the river, and the other side has the moon, and it's really, really bright with this texture pack. I really love it. That's awesome. It's so pretty. I haven't really done much this episode. Episode, I say,
This
as
episode.
if, yeah. I'm
Silly.
thinking it's like almost 10 p.m. and all I've done is, like, fished. Like, I could go into a cave and get some coal to smelt the food with, but I'll probably die. And also, I don't remember where the cave is. I could try, though. I could at least try. Ooh, rain. Oh, the aurora goes away when it rains. No. What name is that? I can't tell which one of you is down there.
It would be for the best
Okay.
if you kept it that way. On God.
Okay. That's not threatening.
It's just like it is what it is for real.
Alright. Let's take that.
No. Okay, good.
This.
Man, I really made this tedious. Good job.
And then a crafting table. And some sticks.
Oh no, I'm out of food. Oh, I'm gonna die.
I've got food.
No, I'm fine. I have bread.
Okay. Hello, kitty cat. There's a cat at my desk.
Why?
I don't know, man. He just exists.
Who told him he was allowed to?
Who's slurping?
You hear me?
Alright, I'm going, out to mine. Ow. I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm just gonna go in a direction and hope I find a cave.
Are you looking for that one cave that we went to before? That big one?
You know, maybe, but also we've been kind of to a good amount of it. I think I'm just gonna head off and try to find a different one.
Okay.
I already see coal. Perfect. That's what I need. Ah! I just tried to double jump. And I fell down a pit instead. I'm at 4 hearts!
Alright, have you guys like been playing a double jump game recently? Cause like Ben said
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
What game involves double jumping?
You
Craft
wanna
mine.
wait? Do you wanna try to
It was
guess
there,
it?
wasn't it?
Houston said Craft Mine. I've literally never heard of that game in my entire life.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that game. Terrible game.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay. Got set on fire. I've only mined 7 coal and I've already been set on fire. The
Oh, you
mines.
should have picked up so much coal. It's flammable.
Alright. The mines are treacherous.
Now this is very funny if anyone gets the joke. Good job. Truly is perfect.
Where?
What do you mean where? That's not for you to know. That's for you to find.
Okay. Well, consider me intrigued.
But also it's not done, so like if you did find it, you'd just be
Oh, it
let
would
down,
just
and then you
suck,
would
yeah.
also like it'd never be interesting. But like if you feel like it, go for it.
Nah, I've got creepers on me. I'm gonna pay attention to that. Please don't kill me.
Wait, what rhymes? Oh, I just heard a creeper nearby. That is crazy. Very interesting. Very
If
interesting.
it makes you feel better, I'm in a cave and I don't see your name. Like,
That is because I'm crouched.
Oh, well,
Because I saw your name and I was like, I better crouch.
that's really funny then. Yeah, what was that? Okay. Alright, we're moving on from that. I think I might have just seen your name. I just won't go that direction. Oh, the cave actually does kind of just end here, huh?
Bro, how do you keep getting
Oh.
closer to me?
Oh, does it? Oh yeah, no it does. But I could go this way. Are you perchance this way?
I don't know where. I don't know which way this way is.
Is,
What do you
is
mean, are
my
you
name
this
getting
way?
bigger?
I don't even
Yes,
see your name
It's
anymore.
getting bigger. Don't
That's
blame
not.
him. He went silent.
No, I was trying to look for it. Okay, whatever. I was trying to look for it, and I just couldn't find it.
Okay, well that's good enough for me. There's so many mobs in here.
Interesting. Very good.
At least if you're in the same cave as me, I am like drawing out all the mobs. The spawning rates, like they're all on me right now.
I don't think that that's how that works. Why is there a gold zombie just covered in like a gold baby zombie?
Well, that's unfortunate. That's gonna suck to deal with. Good luck with that.
It's already dead.
Dang, how are you people good at this game? Oh, I saw a
I
name!
just clicked them.
Because this game is made for
Houston,
10-year-olds.
Houston, you're like worse than me most of the time. That's crazy.
I do see
Worse
a
than
name.
you most of the time. With
No, I mean like
Sesper.
worse from like a being mean perspective. Like I'm supposed to be the guy who says like just awful things all the time, and you're over here one-upping me. It's actually kind of impressive. Don't
Yeah,
listen
because
to
this
that
game is made
noise.
for children, and she's bad at it.
Bro's raging.
Oh my
Hilarious, actually.
That's wild,
Like, it's
Houston.
quite funny to think about.
We flaming for no reason on God.
No reason. She dies
Yeah.
every 2 seconds on easy. That's
Yeah.
not no reason.
Do you know what flaming means, Houston? Because you're giving me vibes that you don't.
Not fully.
Not
Okay,
fully.
okay, buddy.
Okay, I don't see. Ow. Everything's fine.
I've surely explored this part of my cave.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll just leave all that there.
Everything's fine. And nothing's bad. Surely no mobs are gonna kill me. I am in a water cave. I don't see any builds or anything that would indicate that this is Houston's area. But I'm also not far from home. Do you care if I mine out some coal to cook food with in here?
No.
Okay.
What was I doing right? Very good. Why was I doing this? I forget.
Oh, I should set the... okay.
Ah, of course, I didn't even need to make a furnace for what must be done.
What I've done is hopped off a ledge with no way back up.
Wait, it's just like that. Oh god. Oh my god.
I am getting some iron preemptively, thinking that I will probably die and need new armor. Unfortunately. Okay. I see some lapis, too. No diamond, though. There's a skeleton. Is this lapis? What is this? Sounds like
Visible.
lapis. You know, I'm on a... It's glowing and it's purple. So it could be diamond or it could be lapis. I'm getting shot through the water. I'm gonna die. This is Houston's base. This is for sure Houston's base. There's an underwater block and I'm going in it because I'm gonna die. There's a skeleton after me. I'm at 2 hearts.
Did I leave that door there?
I'm at 2 hearts.
Is it a door that you're at?
No, I was underwater and I started getting hit by a skeleton and the skeleton did not let up. And I saw a box and I went in it. Oh, hold on. I'm going up a tower. Hey, I'm at our base. Okay, so I need to move on from that cave. I need to go
I'm
somewhere else.
lost.
Okay, well, cannot help you with
Huh.
that. I'll just leave it in there.
Oh, that's a mine shaft.
Oh! Alright, so I need to go to a different cave. Wowee! The view is very nice. I love when the game... none of you are gonna relate, actually. I don't know.
Alright.
I
Do
was
it.
just like, oh, I love when the game becomes very... The music is playing, and I've got the shader packs and the texture packs, and it looks very realistic, like I am out exploring somewhere. I just like the ambiance of it.
Not,
The immersion.
Yeah.
you see, do that except with Legacy Console Edition. And like you're just looking at like 6 chunks in front of you. That's where it's at.
Is this a freaking armadillo? It is! Hi, buddy! I've never seen one! I've never
Aw.
seen one before. Hello?
Wouldn't it be so funny if I was behind you and jumped out of the trees and I said, and now you'll never see one again and killed it?
Oh.
I am just saying that would be very funny.
I'm getting my sword out. I know these things, you brush them to get the dog armor.
Rush arm. Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't kill them,
That
you
is
brush them.
weird.
They drop...
Why?
Because they drop the... How do you pronounce it? Scoots? Shoots? I don't know.
I think that's turtles, but yeah.
Oh, well maybe it's something else. I don't know. Oh, I got one. It dropped it anyway. No, it is an armadillo. You're wrong.
No, no, the item.
Yeah, I got one. It just drops it naturally, even if you just wait, I guess. Funky little guy. Oh, dang it. I left one of my beds in the water down there. Okay. It's fine. That's why I carry 2. Crinkle, crinkle. Ooh.
Of course, this is what I
Hello,
wanted
little
to
guy.
check. Das ist good. Das ist good. Das ist nicht good.
Okay, I'm going looking for a cave. I think I'm going the right way.
Oh, family and the day. Oh, what?
I'm just gonna go in a straight line and hope I don't get lost. Ow. There's a cave. What am I looking at? Oh, it's just weird terrain. Okay.
Hey, that's a zombie villager.
Cure it. We don't have potions
I
yet.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
I
try.
also don't have a name tag or anything for it. So.
Put it in a boat.
I did try to
It'll
get
despawn,
potions.
right?
Failed.
I don't think they despawn if they're in a boat.
Yeah,
No.
they don't, but they do die if they're not protected from the sun. Just like regular zombie. Yeah, I tried to get us potion material and I failed 8 times and then I rage quit.
What? Where are you trying to get?
I was trying to get
Blaze rods?
I was trying to find a fortress and I died even though I was mining a tunnel through the roof of the Nether. I accidentally dropped through and died 8 times. And then
That's crazy.
after going back and getting my stuff 8 times, I just gave. It was a really bad day too. I just like, I'm done. I'm not touching this again. I just
That's
can't.
tragic.
And then I didn't go into the Nether again. It's insane how easy Nether travel, not travel, but Nether exploration is with mods versus...
Not like the Nether, low-key easy to die in. Not like mines, as you would say.
I mean,
So like that, you know, it happens in the Nether.
it does, but even so, I know how to be so careful in the Nether, and it still was happening, which sucked. I was like, okay, you know, like, you dig in front of you, you don't stand on the block you're mining, you look ahead of you in case there's lava, you, like, have a block in your other hand to block lava, like, you know, a shield for if there's blazes, like, every precaution that you could take.
No, whenever I'm
And I'd end
mining
up
through
just,
the
like,
Nether,
falling through the ceiling.
whenever
Through
I'm
floor.
mining through the Nether, what I always do, right, is I always just pay attention, have an efficiency 5 pick, angle my cursor to where I just hold left click and run. And I just do
So
that until I hit a hole.
So,
Or
Liv
like,
has, I think,
everything
one
I
of those
did.
things.
Yeah, it's everything I
Like,
did except that I don't have any enchantments yet.
Fire.
Air.
Water.
Don't do that.
Nothing? Come on! I might be shouting right now. I've just realized. I should probably not
I
be
wouldn't
doing
worry about
that.
it. You should probably be louder.
I should probably take my headphones off one side, so oh, okay. How long has that been going off? Ah! Have any of you heard
On
my
God,
alarm
you just
goes
gotta
off?
lock in.
nope, I've not heard a thing.
Okay. I took off my
assume that's what
headphone
you
and then
asked.
I took off my headphone and I started hearing it and I was like, oh, how long has that been going?
There are just some
Ooh,
like beasts in the
ooh.
wild that are the wildest thing. Like who made those? You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like who cooked those up?
Cooked what up?
Beasts, apparently.
Rabbit.
You must not be following. Also, just like specific, not all of them in general, because like most of them are chilling on God.
What are we talking
Nah, who
about?
cooked up all the things in Australia though? Like, actually,
We never
why
should
do
have
you
let
have
like a continent be like just like so far apart from all the other ones that it created its own like breeding environment for
Yeah.
like just the worst things.
Yeah, no, they
I do
really
think
do
that's
have
very cool.
very cool that they have things that.
Very cool as long as like keep them over there.
No, there's one thing in Australia that I think has like the most deadly snake bite, snake venom in Australia, or just in the world,
Very likely.
has lives in Australia and is used to hunt mice and rats.
Yeah, so the thing with Australia
Except
is it's
it
always
like
the most venomous thing
I
there.
want to say that
Always.
like
Yeah.
a drop of it can kill 100 humans, if I remember correctly, or
I think I
something.
do know. Yeah.
Like a drop of that venom,
I'm
and
losing.
it's used to hunt rats and mice.
Nah, on God, it's not overkill. What if they fight back?
Like,
That's
dude,
like police bringing like guns to like just like a small town something. Alright, I have no actual reference. I wanted to turn this into
Crazy.
a joke about cops, but it just did not work out.
No, see,
Most
because
of the
I
time my
was gonna
cop
say
jokes
they do
hit
that.
too, that's wild. Yeah, but they bring rubber guns and normally it's like actual like riots and protests that like have gotten dangerous. They don't
I
like okay,
can
they don't
be
always
witness to
bring
the
like
fact
fully
that they do
automatic
not.
bullet
Are
guns
you
to just
talking about
random
American
protests.
cops?
I can be witness to the fact that there was one year, I won't say where we live.
witness.
Yeah, I won't say where we live, like, obviously you all know where we live. There was one year,
No.
one single year, where there was a tiny bit of a pride event in town, and I remember because I was in, like, middle school or high school, and a bunch of, like, mutual people I know, who were in public school were out there in the street, like, talking about it. And it was because it wasn't even meant to be a pride thing, it was just, like, a festival happened to land in June, I think. And so a bunch of hate groups banded together and came out on the street with their big signs and they're like, you're gonna go to hell, like all this stuff, you know. And police showed up and there was a picture in the newspaper of two people that I like mutually knew of, wasn't really friends with, kissing in front of the police because the police were there telling them that they were being crazy instead of, you know, the hate groups. And,
Nah, that's
and
like
they brought
that.
real guns because it was a real, like, I was there and I was talking to other people and we were like, should we, as little middle school, we were like, we're kids, like, should we let the adults like, what should we do about the fact that they are
Throw
getting
yourselves at the
aggressive
cops,
and
on
they
God.
have guns?
That's
And-
wild.
And it never happened again. It was just a single instance because the town doesn't have anything pride themed. They don't do that here. Very obvious reasons. But like yeah. Also, found out because I was talking to my father about a thing that happened in a different town close to here, and he was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. This town used to be the center of the KKK. And I was like,
Yeah,
what?
checks out.
And he was like, yeah, like 30 years ago right before we moved here, they would just be walking down the street every day. And I was like, then why did you
Did
move
we
here?
move here? Very interesting question.
And he
Very
was like,
interesting question.
oh, well, it had calmed down by the time we got here. And I was like, how
Of
long?
course.
And he was like, oh, like 5 years. And I was like, dude, in 5 years, those people didn't just move away. They just stopped
wild.
walking the street. Why are we
No,
here?
everyone just left. On God, everyone just left.
And
On God, they chill though.
It's like
'cause, like,
horrifying to think about, like, it's everyone
wild.
around us, but also,
Yeah,
what
us
are you
too.
gonna do?
Everyone's so whacked out for real.
Dude, we
I don't
went
want
to
to have to go
visit.
to like a racism dress up club.
We-
Just like
you know-
relax a little bit.
That's kind of a funny way to word it, but, we went to where you guys live, just
Uh-huh.
a few days ago.
Without our permission, by the way, it was very, very creepy. You guys just showed up.
Oh, yeah, sorry, we showed up in your city, yeah.
Still need a name for that fox blush, by the way.
So,
I gave you multiple names. I literally
Yeah.
told you to name it Thug Shaker, and you were like, "That's not a good name."
so
You're so weird.
we showed up to unnamed town, and I was going into touristy gift shops, and everything I kept seeing, one thing in common in a bunch of shops, was all the Trump merchandise and all the people wearing the Trump hats, and I felt so unsafe. But before we
Dude,
left for
There
the
were
trip,
socks.
I took
Is
all
this a
my
sock thing?
no. Before we left for our
Okay.
trip, I took all the pride pins off my bag for that very reason. So I
Yeah,
felt
definitely
like
a good idea.
I felt like I blended in well enough, but I did recently dye my hair. So I was like, ooh, I don't blend in as good as I could. And I went in, there was this one gift shop that, those stickers people will put up that's a picture of Trump pointing and it says I did that, and they put it above high price stickers,
Yeah.
Well, there was a shop specifically that I went in. There was a crystal shop, and I tried to go in there, and they were closed, and I was like, crap! And there was a store owner next to the crystal shop that said, oh, they close at 5, but you can come in my store, and I was like, oh, okay. And so I walked in,
Ugh.
and she was selling, and she said all handmade jewelry. But what was funny was that I noticed immediately that I owned 8 different pieces of jewelry that were in that store, which means she was buying and reselling jewelry.
No, of course they're all handmade. They're made by children. Like,
And then she had stickers that said, Biden did that. And I was like, oh, I'm not
wait,
safe here.
how? How did Biden do that?
I was like, oh, I'm in hostile territory. Let me just go. And I had to, find an excuse to book it out of there. She also was smoking a cigarette in the store.
Classic. On God, bro.
So I was like, I better go. And just every single store that I went in, though, had merchandise of that type. Nearly every single.
No, an easy excuse to get out of anything is open your phone, check the calculator app, show them your phone, and be like, I gotta go, I'm sorry, and then leave.
Show it to them just to baffle them enough that they won't ask.
Type on it, at first, don't show it to them, and type on it like you're texting someone, and then show them the calculator and be like, listen, I gotta go. You understand. And then just
You
leave as
get
fast
it.
as possible.
It was very wild, because it was very fun to go there, but I was definitely the entire time, I was very, very aware that the people around me were either at the least hostile and at the most dangerous, and I was like, I'm not.
On God, people whacked out.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think you're gonna get like shanked and
No, you'd
kicked
be
in a
wrong.
ditch.
You'd be wrong. Because hate crime
Nah,
exists.
you would low-key like it is here. It's not like that everywhere by any means, but here it's
It's
bad
bad.
here specifically.
It's
And also, I don't think there'd
specifically.
be a high chance you get mugged, but it's high enough to where like it is risky.
And also, it's higher if you're a person of difference, of any different. Like, in specifically in this place.
Well, no, that's what I mean. But
Yeah,
like here, there's like a reasonably high chance it could happen.
yeah.
I don't think like if you went out like with the pins and stuff, like every single like you did it for 5 days, every single day something awful would happen to you.
No,
But I
the
do think there's a chance that
chance,
one of those
yeah.
days, like maybe like a
20%,
5% chance or something.
20 to 50% chance that it happens one of the days.
There were just like
It
a
also
lot of
did help
wackos.
that I was with.
Did I just put peanut butter on both pieces of bread? Maybe I should kill myself. I don't understand.
Anyway, what were you gonna say? It also doesn't help that you were with.
No,
what?
I was gonna say it does help that I was with you because you look very like I don't want to say the word normal, but it is just like very bog standard. Like
What she's saying, Houston, is you're basically the default character, is what I'm getting from this.
no, see,
I
you're
mean,
the
yeah, I
you're
have
the
hairstyle number 1, so like.
That is
that's,
true.
you really do.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta like get. Actually, no, I'm in no place to talk about hair. I'm like fully whacked out on God.
That's a great way to
No,
describe
stay
it now
your
that I'm
input.
thinking about it. Is like, which haircut what would you describe the haircut as? If you go to carrot
Instead of having like 2 on the top and 1 on the sides, he just has 1 on the top and 1 on the sides.
yeah, just
Just 1 everywhere.
yeah, just give me a shave, yeah.
It's not by my choice.
It's not, yeah.
That's so funny.
Our mother takes us and she's like, saw it off.
Because that'd be
What if
buzzing.
one time you were like, sorry, I can't go?
What if one time you were just like, maybe I
I
want to
do-
do my own
Here's the
haircut?
thing. I do wonder what I would look like with longer hair, but I think it'd just be more of the same.
It
Nah,
wouldn't.
bro, you don't have to get
You look
longer
really
hair.
good
You
with
just have to
long
get hair long enough to actually style, like in any way.
That
Well,
too.
no. My mom says that, like, during COVID, right, I didn't get a lot. Like, I didn't get a haircut.
That's not
and it was pretty
true.
long.
It was like an inch
Dude,
longer.
I haven't had a haircut in like 8 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, right? If it still looked like the exact same, just
did,
broken-
because
Yes,
it
that's
wasn't
because
grown
you just
out.
let it grow from 1 on the top and 1 on the sides to
like,
like 2 on the top and 2 on the
Yeah.
sides.
And I can vouch for that.
What you do is you grow it to like a reasonable length, and then it's cut in like a way that actually looks good instead of
Do you
like haircut
know
1.
the Australian like surfer dudes
No.
that like have?
I don't do anything around Australians. I
What-
want nothing to do with them.
Okay, but do you
Yeah,
know what I'm
especially in
talking
cold
about when I say the words Australian surfer dude? Can you picture an Australian surfer dude?
I can just picture a guy who can surf and then someone who's Australian
well,
and then
no.
mash those together.
The typical image of Australian surfer dude is like a dude with blonde hair and it's
Uh-huh.
long, and that's what you picture typically. And I do think your hair could do that in that certain style
But
if
you
you let
also
it grow, and it would look good on your face shape. I
You
think it
also
would work.
wouldn't have to do that like that extreme though. Like
Yeah, you
Loki,
wouldn't
you
need
could just
to.
get it slightly styled, like just like a little bit,
Just like a little bit puffy, yeah.
or not even puffy's the wrong word too. If
Like
it's a little bit
curly,
longer, it
yeah.
can be a little bit shorter in other spots, and it'll
Yeah.
look like competent, bro.
Like
You look
I
like
had
those
that
old
haircut.
people.
Wait, what?
You know the old people I'm talking about.
I don't.
Certain old people just get like the same cut,
Oh
but
yeah.
like a bat. Like it's it's the Houston cut.
Just
is
like
what
give
they
me
get.
the usual.
Not all of them. It's like
But-
you just like pick a hairstyle and like you stick with it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I do think it would be fun for you to explore hairstyles, just like even once. It is very. I don't know the word for it. Like, when you explore the different cuts, even if you don't like it at first, then you kind of know, like, okay, I'll go longer or I'll go shorter, and then you can, on your next cut, do it differently, and it grows back in like a month. It's like not a huge big deal, unless you decide not to cut it for months, in which case it's even less hassle. You're just letting it grow. Like, it's not. For me, it was very like, okay, now I know what looks good and what doesn't with my face shape and what feels good. Because certain, like, I'll get sensory issues with certain hair lengths. Like, it really did work for just experimenting. And I think you should do that at some point in your life, of just experiment and see what happens. It would be fun.
Also,
here.
what would be funny is, hold on.
Where else
well,
is that applicable though? The experiment.
I mean, there's multiple ways you could put that.
You could
There's-
like wear different clothing if you really wanted. Ben is also the exact same as Houston though, except he doesn't have one on the sides and one on the sides, or one on the side and one on the top. He has like 10 on the top and 10 on the sides for his entire life. They're literally the
Yeah, but
same
that
person
looks
on the opposite end of the
good.
coin. Does it?
Yeah,
Does it? Does it?
it
Hang on,
does.
hang on.
It does because
Biggest thing, too
the
long,
texture
like,
of the
hours.
hair makes a difference, and it
Yeah, but
looks
you
really
haven't
good.
seen it actually cut properly because the problem is our hair when it's like uncut, it's the same length on the sides as it is on the top, so you end up looking like one of those clowns from cartoons where they have really puffed out like side hair and stuff. That's what we look like.
I mean, you could go
So
to a
imagine how good it
hairdresser
would
and
look
get
if
it
we actually
touched
cut our
up,
hair,
but
you know what I mean? Yeah, we
Uh-oh.
could, but that would require going outside, and Ben almost declined a beach house to stay at home with a computer. Do you really think we have time for that behavior?
Assume y'all have seen these images already. I know Ben has.
Well,
Yeah.
I have to check.
Certain
My
person that
pickups.
image should have ended a lot faster.
What? Hold on.
Ethan, have you heard about my my
I have
house fire?
two- What?
What?
It's gonna be so tragic.
Okay.
I went 100. I even 890
You'll say
blocks
some words of my
underground.
Oh
eulogy,
wow,
right?
that picture. That's so young. How old were you guys right there?
I don't
Uh,
know.
let me
I don't
check the
remember.
date
I
on that,
remember what day
actually.
that was.
You're acting like I was there.
You're in the photo.
Yeah, you were there, stupid.
I remember what day that was though. It was
I don't.
we went to
Oh wait, it was the climbing.
Yeah, it was a
Actually, we can't name it, but
we can't
the
name it.
climbing.
It was a children's
That
zip
was
lining and
August
climbing adventure.
13th, 2015.
Oh yeah, that place. I remember that place.
Oh my gosh, this year that
Was that
picture's
really
becoming a
2015?
decade old.
That can't be 15.
I was
2015.
15 and you would have been 5.
Nah, you can't have been 15.
I
That's
was-
not real.
If I would have been 5, that would have been like right after we met.
Yeah, not much
wait, would
later.
it have been? I guess
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
It would have been not much later because the parents were friends and we would like sit and talk while you guys did. I was at that point too heavy to get on any of the stuff and I was really sad about it.
I remember getting on the
Unlucky.
11-year-old course and being terrified. Also, no, Liv, if that was 2015, I wouldn't be 5.
Yeah.
2013, 2014, I would be 5.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
'cause we're
birth
16.
dates, but like
I'm gonna
in
be
that
17 in
year.
a few months.
Oh wait, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
no.
still 16, aren't you?
Yeah, no, the thing is,
Unfortunately.
we're 2008,
Fortunately, I don't know.
right?
Same
In
difference.
2008
Wow.
plus 7 is 15.
I would
or
have been
just
15 because I
2015.
was born. I'm not gonna say when I was born. I would have been 15, and you are 10 years younger.
Is that the
So I
case?
would've been 6.
Yes. So
That's-
5 or 6, depending on the month.
August.
I'd probably
So
You would have
6.
been 6.
5.
We don't really look 5 in that
6.
picture. We look 6.
5 because your birthday. I'm typing
What?
this.
2015? No, 8 plus 7, right? Equals 15.
Look what I wrote.
Okay.
Look what I wrote.
No, you're wrong. I'd need to be born in 2009.
Oh my god, we got a bunch of tweakers.
Think of the dates, right? Count with your
You're
fingers
giving
here.
out
Count
your
fingers,
birthday on
right?
the internet right now.
Yeah, and I just said
Yeah.
that we said that we're 16. They can figure it out.
Well, okay. We don't need to know exact dates, though.
I'm not saying exact dates.
I was born
Anyway,
January 18th.
I was born on a horse farm, next to the horses.
No. Think about this, right?
What?
You have 8, 9,
losing it.
10,
I'm so
11,
tired.
12, 13, 14, 15.
I literally have zoned out now.
I'm wrong. That's 8. That's 8 even. That's 8 years. No, it's not. What am I talking about?
I don't
Wait.
know.
No, I
Again,
can't.
I've
we're
given
actually
up.
27
9,
years
10.
old.
I
One
have
foot in the
Yeah.
grave.
legitimately
9,
stopped
10,
listening.
11, 12,
This
13,
isn't
14.
important because I don't care.
We were 6 in that image. I don't
On
care
God,
what you
Houston.
say. I'm
Nah,
right.
on God, Houston. On God, Houston. Let's move on. I'm so tired of this conversation.
Oh, you guys want to hear a story?
Yes, please. Anything but this.
Okay, so one time when I was like, I'm thinking, maybe 9, I don't know. I had a best friend. Let's call her,
Just use her real name.
no,
What?
let's call her, like,
Okay.
Stacy. Stacy, okay, right, and, I'm trying to figure out a way to tell this story without just doxing myself and my friends and my family. We went to a mall to get professional photos done in one of those little photo area things where you stand in front of the screen and they take photos and then they touch them up with me in Houston, right? And I met this girl who was there to get photos done with
Wait a minute, are
her.
you talking about the images on the wall?
Yeah.
Like a staircase?
Yeah,
Oh, the black
I was
and white
like-
ones?
you were pretty.
Like
I was
the
like,
silhouette ones?
I don't know which ones you guys are thinking of, but he was like 2 or I think 2. I think 2.
no. No, my hair doesn't look curly.
No, it's not. It's probably not the one you're thinking of.
Not the one on the staircase going upstairs?
I don't think so. I'd have to look at it again. Anyway, there are some photos we have that are in books. They're not in frames. Anyway, we were there. I met this girl. She was there to get photos done with her little sibling. And come to find out, the 2 little siblings have the same birthday. They were born in the same hospital, on the same, obviously the same day, around the same hour, 2 doors apart. And the girl had Stacy's name, and her best friend was named my name. So we had, our names were switched. I can see you, Spencer.
Don't close your eyes.
Oh, okay. And it was all such a weird it was like a moment of like, what is going on here? Because, what is this?
What? What
Oh,
are you
it's a
looking at?
sapling.
Oh, I need one. Slide.
What?
Hi. Slide the sapling.
Can I give you a different one? This is a pale oak.
Fine.
Alright, follow me. It was just
I'm
such a
making a tree of
weird...
shelf anyway, so I won't worry about it.
Okay. It was such a weird moment of like, our
Oh, you have
siblings were
bookshelves? My
born
bad.
in the same... on the same day, in the same hospital, 2 rooms apart, probably, maybe even by the same doctor, I don't know. And I think also our mothers had like a name in common, like a last name and middle. I don't remember exactly, but it was such a weird, freaky, like that isn't possible thing that we actually, and given I was like 9 or 10, I don't remember, we switched numbers. I gave her my mom's cell phone number, and she gave me her mom's cell phone number, because there wasn't like Facebook at that time. We weren't on Facebook. And then I stuck that little piece of paper in my pocket, and I never saw it again, and I searched for it for years. For years, I had this thought of, like, I gotta find this person. That was
You
such
ever
a
think none of
weird
that was real?
coincidence. It was definitely
And
real
that's why
because...
the piece of paper disappeared.
No, my mom remembers it, and she, well,
It was a ghost.
she remembered it for a few years, I should say, and now at this point she's forgotten the encounter, but at the time she was absolutely baffled, and the reason that we found out that it was like the same hospital and the same day and everything is because the mothers were talking about it. They were confirming I didn't know those details. So it was just super weird, and it was cool to find someone that similar. But yeah, never found her again, and I could like look her up on Facebook or something, but it would just be going off of a first name. I would have nothing. I don't remember what they looked like, nothing, so...
And also, most people do look different than they do when they were 10.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there would be no chance. And also, like, it was the mall in the next furthest city to us, because this town doesn't have any... Like, the chances of it just wouldn't be possible. But it was... To have her name be my best friend's at the time name, and her best friend be my name, and our siblings be born at the same hospital on the same day in the same hour, 2 rooms apart. Holy crap.
Hey Ben, I need to lay bookshelves.
I have...
For what?
That's none of your business. I just need bookshelves.
I mean, I
What
do
is
have
this?
some, but they're for the enchanting table.
I have a few
I-
books. you could
Literally,
have.
bro. Literally, I just need them.
Literally?
Literally, bro.
Literally?
I just need them. On God.
If you some
Witty.
cows.
Dude!
I
just
had the
remembered something.
same thought. I had the same
I just
thought.
remembered
What thought did we
something.
have?
What are we hitting the grid?
I just
Literally
remembered
hitting
something.
equilibrium right now.
You're
I'm
not gonna...
literally hitting equilibrium.
You're gonna find this funny, I think. There was...
Will I?
Yes, you absolutely will. There was...
Ah! No, 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 no.
Oh no. There was footage...
Died.
There was footage of a... Spencer, I've got books for you. I don't know where you are.
Thanks. I'm harvesting cows really quick.
Okay. I'll go up there. There was footage on my TikTok this morning of a missing autistic child
I'm so sorry about that.
in the forest, and it was drone footage from a heat-seeking thing. It's funny in hindsight. I'm really glad the kid is okay, like nothing bad happened, but it was really funny to me because it was a missing autistic boy, and they showed the drone footage out of this area of woodland in kind of a clearing, and he's out there stimming, just hitting the gritty in the dark. just hitting the gritty completely by himself in the woods, missing for at least 24 hours, I don't know, and the helicopters are looking for him. He out there just having fun.
Just like
it's
Houston,
so
for real.
funny.
I see him doing that in corners all the time.
Hello.
Hi, I need those books.
Yeah, here you go.
This is a government seizure,
This
please.
is all
yeah,
the wood I
that's...
have, and then books.
Okay, I don't think you understand how much wood I have, but I thank you for your donation.
Oh, can I have it back then? Because that's all the wood I have. I have, like, boats and signs and doors, but this is all the planks I have, is 8
Yeah.
planks.
Why does it... How do you even make a bookshelf?
So you take 3 books and put them across the middle line, and then planks across the top and bottom lines.
Oh, okay.
I think that's right.
I guess I need paper too for that leather that I collected.
Hello.
What you doing?
Something a crane.
Oh, okay. Question. Are you ever gonna put windows on that building?
Eventually, when I get around.
Right. I almost fell down the pits. Oh, it's 10:30. Dang. I should go. What are you doing in here?
Hmm?
What are you doing in the ground?
Still looking for an item.
Just say what you need.
Oh.
Well, then he won't be looking for it anymore, and like, then what's the point, you know?
One of us might have it.
But like,
Oh.
did you not hear what I said? Book. There we
I've
go.
looked through all your stuff. You guys don't have it.
Good job, Houston. I'm proud of you.
Okay. What have I even done? I feel like something's crawling on me. Is there something crawling on me? There actually is. Get off me!
Oh,
It
that's
was
it.
crazy. A wolf spider yesterday night at 4 a.m. crawled
Oh, no.
through the. I was locked in planks with Tor. A wolf spider crawled through like
Can you
the
just-
outside of the window inside, and then started like slipping down the window because I couldn't get a grip.
What
That was
is
crazy.
the worst?
Nah, wolf spiders are low-key chill though.
I have another story.
They have a really bad rep because like if they do decide to bite you, even though like they probably won't, you will be in a lot of pain.
I have another story for that. Why does this house have so many? Okay, fine. Finally. I literally could
What,
not find
my
my way
house?
out of the house. Yeah, I couldn't find my way out.
Dude, it's so perfect. Like it's unintentionally incredibly confusing, and I'm so happy it turned out like that.
When I was younger, I had to have been 3 or 4. I have this vivid memory because I was traumatized by it. I, for context, had gum in my mouth. That's important. Now, I was still in my car seat at the time. It was not like a baby car seat, it was like a toddler car seat, which is a little different. It has straps across the chest, so whatever. It was taken out of the car to clean it, I believe, like vacuum it off or whatever, and then put back in the car a few days later, and in between that time, it had sat in the garage. And there were many spiders and things that exist near the garage. I'm gonna drown. There we go. And so it's put back in the car. I'm in the car seat. We are riding through our neighborhood. I start screaming because I look over and the seatbelt that like goes through the car seat to like keep it held in place. I look over and there's a massive wolf spider on the seatbelt. Now, I was like 3. I had never even witnessed a spider of this size. This was terrifying to little me. I didn't know they could get that big. In my head, that was like a tarantula. So, I see it, I start screaming. My mom pulls the car, veers over to the side of the road, and she's like, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, could not tell her. I was just babbling and sobbing. And she's like, alright, well, everything's fine now. Thinking I was just having, like, a meltdown, I guess. Like, a minute passes. We're going back through the, like, we're still in the neighborhood. We haven't even left yet. We're going up a hill in the neighborhood, and I see it again, and it is on the seat in front of me, crawling up towards the back of her head. And so I start screaming like I'm being murdered. And she pulls over a second time, and she's like, what? What's wrong? Because she could tell I'm distressed at this point. And I finally get out that there's a big spider, and she thinks, like, a little spider, right? And she gets out of the car and opens my door and sees this massive wolf spider, probably like the size of her hand, on the seat in front of me. And in a haze, for me, I was just like sitting there sobbing and panicked. She goes, spit out your gum. And I'm like, what? And she's like, spit out your gum! And so I spit out my gum, and she sticks it to like a fast food napkin, and then sticks the gum to the spider, and then balls it up in the paper towel, and throws it out of the car, and then we both just kind of stare at it, and then she gets back in the car, and she's like, all good? And I'm like, I guess so, and then we just left.
Nah, honestly, that is W behavior, bro. That's such a good way to get rid of a wolf spider.
It, like, now looking back, it's like, oh, that poor spider. I kind of feel bad that it was killed in that way. What a brutal death, to be crushed by bubblegum and then squished into a towel. But, like, I didn't know in my little brain that spiders could get that big.
Nah, like, it's
and there
crazy
was one
because...
crawling towards me.
Oh, you know what I should introduce you guys? Hold up, there's a video. Man pins a wolf spider.
What I just
There we
felt
go.
on my ankle was a little ant. I think they're coming in through my window. I need
There
to
we
put a
go.
little...
I'm surprised you guys haven't seen this YouTube classic.
Oh no.
I'm not even being sarcastic, it's an actual good video. It's nice. It's also about the wolf spiders that I
Man
was talking about.
untangles wolf spider?
It's so chill, bro.
I've done the same thing for ladybugs. We get, like, swarms of ladybugs, and they'll sometimes get stuck with little cobwebs on their feet, and they can't walk or fly, and I'll untangle them with tweezers. Or just my fingers. But I have never untangled actually, maybe I have untangled a spider, but I can't remember untangling a spider, and also they're pretty good at not getting stuck in their own webs, so I don't remember how do I
Nah,
get
but
to
like
this house.
they can get stuck in like cobwebs specifically and stuff,
There
and
you
also like
are.
dust clings onto their legs. So sometimes it can be difficult for them to like clean themselves off.
Hello. I got you
Hello.
cat food.
Ooh, thank you.
It specifically cannot eat cooked fish, so I went out and got raw fish. Yay, they were hungry. I don't know where you want to put that, but raw fish
I'll
for
get a
cat.
chest.
Oh. Sign is great. I love that you can do two-sided signs now. Alright, it's 10:30. I'm hopping off.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Bro, I wasn't even able to finish the Tree of Stealth.
Tree
well-
of stealth.
Well, there's also the Tree of Shell. You'll see. You'll figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Tree of Shelf?